Pittsburgh Steelers.
What a game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their first offensive play was a touchdown. Then the next drive for Carolina, it was a pick six for the Pittsburgh Steelers. At that point, they're up 14-7. The only time my heart rate went up when it was 7-0 Carolina. Ben's fourth career perfect passer rating game. This is the most points that Pittsburgh's ever put up at Heinz Field at 52 in over a decade. The Pittsburgh Steelers offense had over 450 yards on offense, and it would have been even more if Ben played the whole game. No turnovers, and they outscored Carolina 52-14 since Carolina's first opening touchdown drive. And only one flag tonight on the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. How about dominant performance? The final score is 52-14. Talk about a Steelers win. Hell yeah, 52-14 at Heinz Field in fashion against a hot Carolina Panthers offense and team coming in with a 3-game win streak, and they have looked great the last 3 weeks. Let's just get into the fine print of what actually went down in Pittsburgh tonight. Ben Roethlisberger in tonight's game had more touchdown passes at 5 than he did incompletions at 3. Antonio Brown had a Hail Mary touchdown pass, 96 yards in 6 receptions and that 1 touchdown. But let's just get into how the Pittsburgh Steelers did it and how they had this historic win in Pittsburgh tonight against a hot Panthers team. I cannot say that enough. 1, they got pressure on Cam Newton, and I said coming in, if we did that, I think we have a very good chance to win this football game, but boy, did I not think it would be 52-14. Secondly, the Steelers got points on turnovers, and not only did we get turnovers, like I said, we just got points off of them. 1 was a pick 6, and then not only that, every single part of the Steelers did everything great. The Steelers offense was elite. The only times we didn't score points on drives was a kneel down before halftime and then in garbage time when we put in Joshua Dobbs in the second half. In the fourth quarter, he played the whole fourth quarter. Those were the only 3 times Pittsburgh Steelers did not put up points. Our special teams got a turnover. Our defense had a pick 6, and our offense got a ton of points. And really, all 3 sides actually played great for once. Elite, A+ from my book. And Ben was on fire. That's my third reason the Pittsburgh Steelers won this football game. He got points on every drive, like I just said. Elite. Now, there were some negatives to today's game. Is obviously, if you consider this a negative, it must have been a hell of a game. James Conner ended his streak of 4 100-plus yard games because it was such a blowout. He got 65 yards and 12 or 13 attempts. He was great when it mattered. He did have a touchdown rushing in the first half, but in the second half, he didn't play a whole lot. And Mike Tomlin, right before the fourth quarter started, said, "You just go away. We don't want to get you injured for next week." So the Steelers, and next week, the Steelers get about 10 days off. So we get a long weekend to rest up after this big win. Then we head to Jacksonville. Last time we headed to Jacksonville wasn't all that great, but I think this will be a lot different. They're 3-5, and I think if coming off of this huge win, I think we'll take care of business in Jacksonville, but they're also desperate for a win. But let's just relax and enjoy this until the weekend, until Monday, and then we can focus on Jacksonville next week. What a game! This is, I cannot stress this enough, the most points Pittsburgh has ever put up at Heinz Field. Ever. In over a decade since they started there. The most points ever. This is Ben's 4th, only his 4th in his long career of a perfect passer game. 4th. Those are some keys. Take in to this weekend, and let's enjoy this win, Pittsburgh. Go Steelers!